Okay, this is Jalili Jamil. Yes, it's been a while since I've brought another video to this series or whatever. I've been pretty busy trying to get stuff going, get stuff moving. Real quick, I do want to respond to my brother's comment. Why real wise Nubian about it's pretty much a waste of time. I'm gonna tell you like this. That's what it feels like because you're out there fighting for something you should have a right to, that which is your child. You should have this right to your child and everything. That you shouldn't have to deal with all these different problems. But that's the way the situation is right now. I think since the advent of all the stupid laws they had to put on with, let's say, the welfare situation, where at first it was if you have a man in the house, you can't get this, or so on and so forth, all this other nonsense they tried to bring about to pretty much discourage families in poor or black communities or so on and so forth. Wherever somebody needed something, they discourage a family because they assume a family can provide whatever since. But we all know that's nonsense. You need everybody. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a lot. It doesn't take just one parent. It doesn't take one parent moving forward with whatever their ideas are. It's more than money. It's emotions and feelings. You know, I can go on and on about that. But what I would say to you, you know, I understand. I understand exactly what you feel.
Virus database has been updated.
Ignore that. I mean, that's your child. You know, People say that's your responsibility. That's more than your responsibility. That's your life. That's your heart. If you really feel that it's hard to deal with, just get on in your child's life. I mean, find you a lawyer. Get out there and really fight. Just the giving up doesn't look good to your child. When your child gets older, they're gonna look at this whole situation like, why did you come back from me? I know what my mom was saying. I know this. I know that. But why didn't you come there? Why didn't you say this? Why did you do that? Whether you're doing it or not, do something. Just show them that I'm trying. People always tell me keep a diary. And that's what I do. I write a lot of poetry. I write. I have a couple books. In school, and one of my school assignments for one of my writing course is to write a period in your life that changed everything, and it's focused pretty much on my daughter. You know, 5 pages about my daughter. I can write 200,000 pages on my child and what I feel about her, and I want her to read that. You know, Pretty much just rambling on and on and on about you know my feelings for my child. I think any father would feel the same way. You're gonna fight for your child no matter what the situation is. You know, it may be hard, may be difficult, it may be annoying to deal with somebody who just doesn't see that. All they see is your relationship and how it ended with the two of you, and they're not thinking about the well-being of the child or the emotions of the child. You just have to, say, you know what, fuck you. I want to see my child. You got a problem with it, you take it up with my child. You know, it may sound like some nonsense or whatever like that, but think about the logic there. Your child will see that your actions and the way you're trying to get to them as it'll work out in the end. I've seen it happen with older friends of mine and older relatives that they fought for their children and they didn't get to see their child. One day their child came back, 18 years or however old they were. They came back, Daddy, where were you? And it was basically, this is what I've been doing for you. and the relationship between them has been much better. They missed out a lot, but they see now that they have so much in common and so on and so forth. Now, it's probably not the best possible reply to a thing. I'm pretty much just speaking off of, I haven't been on here in a while, and I'm just trying to touch base with you. Now, let me tell you about the progress that I've made, if any. You know, the first thing you have to do, yeah, find you a lawyer. If you don't find a lawyer, go to legal aid. There's legal aid in any city, state, wherever you are. You can go up there and ask them all the different things you need to do to get the information you need to start a case for visitation, joint custody, full custody, whatever. If you don't know where to start and you've been to the child support office, go back there. The way the child support office works is mainly for the mothers. But if you go in there, I want to see my child. I want to be in my child's life. What do I need to do? I'm paying child support and I'm happy that I'm supporting my child. You just go in there and talk to people. That's all you have to do. Sometimes you just have to go up to somebody to start talking. This one lady told me everything that I possibly can do. You know, she said, pretty much, you're paying child support whether you're paying it or not. You have the right to your child. They may have all these laws trying to make it better for the mother and all this, that, and the third, but you basically have the right to your child. They don't make all these laws, think of a law, pretty much legitimation laws. That is your choice whether or not you want to be in your child's life or not, as far as the state of Georgia is. But they don't put that line on the birth certificate, who's the father, what's the father's name. They don't put all these different bullshit shows out there for a man to have a paternity test to see if his child is his or not, like Maureen of nonsense like that. I know it's ratings, but the reason why the ratings are so high because that's an emotional subject. A lot of people are out there fighting to be in their children's life. A lot of them don't know that that's their child because some trifling woman just having sex with every and anybody. Boom. Once you establish paternity and so on and so forth, there's a lot you can do. If your name is on the child's birth certificate, there's a lot you can do. A lot of people say it's cheaper to keep her than to, leave her. That can be considered true because there's a lot you have to deal with if you break up and you have a child. If you marry, get divorced, no children, you still have a lot you have to deal with. They're trying to change the laws now that, you pay about this much alimony for a while and then that's it. Child support lasts 18, maybe more years. So, think about this. Really, I didn't have any structure when I came to do this today. Mainly, go out there and talk to people. That's what I'm doing now. The main thing is the cases out there. They're looking into it. Thing about lawyers, they have a lot of cases. So what I would say do is when you talk to different lawyers, find somebody new. Somebody doesn't have a lot of cases. Somebody's not super established because people want to say, you don't want a public defender, you don't want this, you don't want that, you want somebody who's established. Somebody established is going to have a lot of older cases, a lot of high, dollar people who they're going to focus all their attention on. So if you get somebody fresh out of college who's trying to make a name for themselves, they're going to work extra hard to make sure you get your stuff together. I trust this system less than anybody, but the thing is, I'm going to find a person who knows the law that I don't know, to go out there and help me get this job done. The main thing is, you want somebody that's going to listen to you. So all the fathers who are fighting for their children, or those who want to give up, don't do it. Let's keep going. It's Jolly Jamil.